Iran will acquire a complete squadron of Su-35 fighter jets from Russia as Tehran and Moscow deepen their defense and economic cooperation in the face of sweeping sanctions and coercive measures. Welcome everyone. In today's video, we're going to tell you Putin's new supersonic fighter jet delivered to Iran. According to media reports quoting military experts, Iran will soon get 244th generation twin-engine super-maneuverable fighter jets, used mostly for air power missions. But before we proceed the further details, if you're new to this channel, remember go ahead and to hit the bell icon to subscribe, so you won't miss the informative videos we will upload in the future. According to Russia's United Aircraft Corporation, the Su-35 fighter jet combines the qualities of a modern fighter: super-maneuverability, superior active and passive acquisition, aids high supersonic speed, and long-range, the capability of managing battle group actions, except for a few Russian MiG-29 Fulcrum fighters acquired in the 1990s. Iran has not lately purchased any new fighter aircraft. In addition to the MiG-29, the IRF predominantly uses locally modified F-4 Phantom E, F-14 Tomcat, and F-5 Theater E aircraft from the 1970s, which were given to the deposed US-backed FI regime prior to the 1979 Islamic Revolution. In recent months, Iran and Russia have reached important deals to expand their economic, commercial, energy, and military ties. The Economic Times of India reported on November 28 that Russia and Iran had agreed to raise the volume of freight transportation along the international north-south transport corridor to 12 million tons. The deal was signed during a recent visit to Moscow by Myad Southeast Lee, the chairman of Iranian Railway Infrastructure, who met with his counterpart for 2 days with the targeting of 12 million tons of transit. In today's agreement with the head of Russian Railways, a new page is opened in Iran's international rail relations sale, he said, according to Iranian official television. After Washington unilaterally withdrew from the 2015 nuclear deal officially known as the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, Iran faced an all-encompassing regime of American sanctions in 2018, according to TSM News, which is linked with the Islamic Revolutionary Guard called PES. Russia will deliver Sukhoi fighter jets to Iran early in the new solar year, which begins March 21. In an interview with the outlet, Shahar Haidari, a member of Iran's National Security and Foreign Policy Committees in Parliament, acknowledged the order but did not specify how many fighter jets were ordered or when they were acquired. There has long been talk of similar deals for Russian fighter jets. Iranian President Ibrahim Raisi met with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Moscow in January 2022 to discuss long-term cooperation before Putin invaded Ukraine in February. Although the terms of the agreement have yet to be officially publicized, the two sides are thought to have struck a 20-year $10 billion defense agreement. According to Forbes, under this arrangement, Russia will provide Iran with 24 Su-35 superflanker fighter jets, 2 upgraded S-400 air defense missile systems, and a military satellite. All of this comes as proof of Iran and Russia's opaque military cooperation, rose with Tehran providing Moscow with a large number of suicide drones for use in Ukraine. The S-35 fighter jet, despite its advanced capabilities, has been overhyped by aviation experts. However, the jet's manufacturer in Kremlin-linked outlets have misrepresented its performance in comparison to other modern fighter jets. The S-35 is definitely the most capable fighter in the Russian Air Force, but to say that it's on the same level as today's F-15, F-18 Naftfon, or Rafale, much less a superior, is defying reality, commented aviation specialist Ab Harupsengupta on Quora, mentioning USMA. And the S-35 takes the title of the most overhyped 4th-generation fighter aircraft. Aviation researcher Dario Leon said in 2020, citing a slew of flaws that do not impact Western rivals. Leon has already revealed other concerns about obtaining Russian planes 3 years ago. Russian jets are not exactly known for their reliability. Combine that with poorly trained maintenance crews and lack of spare parts, some random third-world power is not like L to be able to generate a fully operational jet, much of the time, Leon wrote in a 2017 review of the Su-35. Moreover, other than Russia and China, a potential adversary is not likely to have an OCS or full ground control intercept capabilities, which further hampers the enemy. Putin and his Ministry of Defense have a history of boasting about Russia's sophisticated military technology, including claims of invincible weapons. In 2018, for example, Putin stated that Russia has developed a new hypersonic missile system, the avant-garde hypersonic vehicle, capable of flying at 20 times the speed of sound. This makes it absolutely invincible for any forms of air and missile defense, he declared during that year's State of the Union address, describing it as ideal weapon. However, as the war in Ukraine has demonstrated, Russian military technology and weaponry are routinely outclassed on the battlefield, and Russian troops have resorted to employing obsolete and patched-up equipment. Russian missile defenses have proven ineffective against us, made high-mobility artillery rocket systems, which have frequently blown out ammunition dumps and command centers. Russian forces struggle to shoot down small battlefield tactical drones used by Ukrainian defenders to drop anti-tank grenades from the sky. Popular Mechanics reported in September Russian tanks, like that 72B3, have no defense against Western anti-tank weapons, such as Javelin or Inor, which strike the thin turret roof armor, bypassing a tank's heaviest defenses. According to the report, the Russian Navy lost its Black Sea Fleet flagship to improvised Ukrainian missiles just 2 months into the war. In April of last year, Russian tank ships and armored vehicles had been regularly exploding on television screens worldwide for months, making them unattractive goods. Popular Mechanics said in September, backing away from deals. A number of states have recently backed out of Su-35 negotiations, with the Kremlin citing concerns about capability and replacement parts. Egypt, Algeria, and Indonesia all refused the acquisition of Su-35s. According to reports from early last year, the Russian defense industry lost 3 large orders for its Su-35 fighters at once, due to the failure to replace scan array radar and avionics, which were previously imported from a number of European countries. In Israel, sources said the defense blog in the month of January 2022. According to the same piece, Iran served as a handy surrogate for Russia when all 3 buyers cancelled their orders. Rosa Export, Russia's main arms exporter, declined to comment, but later Ma news agency reported that Russia is ready to sell Su-35 fighters to Iran. According to the defense blog, you receive what you paid for. Although the cost of the fighter jets was not stated in the Iran deal, making grandiose claims and selling things cheap are classic Kremlin tactics. In 2021, Russia presented its latest Su-A stealth fighter plane called Checkmate. Few facts had previously been revealed about the plane, which was developed by defense contractor Rosk and the state-controlled United Aircraft Corporation. But the producers were quick to make false promises. The jet can strike up to 6 targets at once on land, air, or sea, even under strong electronic interference. They stated. General Director Yuri Slice stated that he expects around 300 orders over the next 15 years, primarily from the Middle East, Asia, and Latin America. The main selling factor appeared to be Checkmate's pricing, which was 7 times lower than that of the American-made F-35, according to SOSAR. That's all for today's video. While the Russian jet is less expensive than other flexible and proven stealth fighter aircraft, the Kremlin's predilection for hyperbole, along with Russia's history of lethal military accidents, raises concerns about the jet's quality. Don't forget to like the video and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any new videos from our channel. Thanks for watching, and see you all soon.